Hey, you'll see the million mark, like the 1,000 mark. Look. Holy shoot. We're gonna have to go straight. There's no map where like it's all purple. Like not like gold, all purple.
Where you at? What? Sweet, yeah. That's right. You better give me one. I just killed someone, Anthony.
Oh, no gun. I'm getting me killed. Huh? Oh, thank God. We always need this gun for like something. Health. 40 health. Come over here again.
Alright guys, we're gonna end it here. Thank you guys for watching. What have we even been live for? About 2 hours.
And I whip like this.
Alright, what's up guys? Hopefully live? We're live! Alright. Let me fix this for you guys. No. Where's the old spot? What are you trying to do? Oh. Dang it. There. Yep.
Cause I whip like this. A person. No building.
Alright, bet. We're about to finesse everyone, guys. I even got my new floaty controller. You didn't notice what I changed the title to. Hell yeah, that's exactly what we are. We're the worst players in Fortnite. Hey, we have to work up to the name that we have first, so that. Alright, let's not get any kills this round. Just jump in and tilt it and die. Bam, I always go to tilt with no kills, so like do what you always do. Alright, my skin! My skin! Come here. Come here. No one sees you. No one sees you. I'm John Wick. I'm John Wick. Oh, you guys. I'm John Wick. Look, everybody see John Wick get a shotgun. No one sees you. Something like that. I hit you almost every time. What do you mean? Okay, you did it. Oh.
Okay, you can't build. Yes, I got a shotgun.
This shit. Watch this stuff. We're gonna get minimum. We have to get like 50 million. 50 million. Minimum. We get 10 kills. We buy 1,000 V-Bucks. Alright, bet. So we're not gonna buy B+. We're not buying B+. Imagine I actually get like 10 kills this game. Anthony, you buying B+? Let's see this. Alright, what building are we actually landing?
What the hell is wrong with those kids?
Yeah, I know. Oh yeah, what's the next season? Literally in like a week. Oh, dope. I wonder what the new skins would be. Thank you for your $10 donation, Blocks. Lit T Roblox. Yeah, man. Love you guys. Oh, I overshot the landing. We're all gonna land. Screw it. The reason why I'm gonna suck is I play on a freaking mouse and got my hand like this.
What solo?
There you go. Alright, we're good. You want him? Yeah. Alright. If I make it over to you, you can have him. Dude.
Yo, what is up guys? It's the Goblin and welcome back to another Fortnite Battle Royale tips and tricks video, and I think this one is going to be something that you guys will find interesting. In today's video, we're going to be talking about how to win gunfights, and specifically build fights and gunfights by using a couple of deadly items, such as the shotgun for finishing the fights, the RPG in case you're losing a build fight, and the Deagle, which is such a good weapon in this season. Hopefully you guys will enjoy this video. I think you guys will. If you guys could, let's slip a little edit play on that first.
Bro, I'm season 1 player.
Let's go for a throwback. Let's go for 805 likes. That'd be absolutely amazing. Subscribe to the channel if you guys are new.
Dude, I need these dualies in the game.
And talk about it. Now, first off, I didn't have any kills. I got this gameplay last night. Drop a like, subscribe. But I didn't have many kills because of the fact that I was going for challenges, and I was completing a bunch of the challenges just because I know the Black Links is going to be available soon, as well as some like snowfall challenges. I just want to keep up to date with that. So basically, what I was doing is in this game, I was doing the challenge where you have to deal down to 5 different types of weapons. That's why you see me in the silence blue pistol is not my favorite choice for shotgun swap, but I was rocking that just because of that. And we're going to talk about winning fights and build fights in this game. So you can see the first gunfight there, first build fight. It was a mini build fight. You know, where every fight's pretty much a build fight. It just depends on how high you're building, right? And if it's a completely build fight. So you can see in that first fight, I did a slick edit play. I got above the player, made that slick edit play, and I was able to win that one. The second fight was pretty easy because I snuck up on the enemy who didn't really know I was coming. I was able to get some free shots in, which I like to call pre-damage, and you guys probably hear me talk about that before, but once you get that pre-damage in, the enemy's already down 100 or 150 or even 80 off those first couple of shots, they have a decision. Either run away, challenge you and go for high ground right away, or go for the kills, which is usually what they'll do, and that's how I had a decent start to this game. You can see here once again, I'm in a tough situation where the zone, and this is one of those games where the zone just kept constantly pushing me, and constantly pushing me towards, I think it takes us to the snow. Snowbile at the end, which is going to happen in this game. Another thing I suggest to do, if you have ammo, shoot at flames, because why not? You can see here I easily baited this guy into coming down for a gunfight with me, and once they do that and they drop down, basically all you have to do is get some shots in on them, and you can see here this guy decides to go for the fight, to which I block him off with builds, hit him for 110, block him off with builds again. I missed my shotgun shot right there, but I luckily hit him with the pistol, for one, because of course I didn't have to do that. The only reason I did that was for the challenge, right? So you can see there how I won that fight, basically by hitting him with the shotgun, 110 the first time, blocking the wall, missing that shot, and that's why I ended up taking damage, just because I missed my shot. I still did a good job of blocking. So, now going into the zone, and I'm still having to constantly move. Now, this shows you where the RPG...
Well, nobody should get an RPG gun at the beginning of the game.
I approach this guy, and the first thing, the RPG is great, because if someone's up higher than you or at the same level, I knock him down, and while I'm knocking him down with the RPG, I build up a little bit, and I get high ground. Now, this guy has the Deagle, which the best reaction to counter the Deagle is that jump and place a floor below you. And then you can see I edited, hit him for 110 again with the shotgun, or somewhere around there. But then I was trying to edit and close that back up, which I wasn't able to do, but actually kind of worked out to be lucky. Messed up my head there, because that guy ends up
yeah, you gotta look every once in a while.
The good is that, you know, he's dead and I get all his loot without having to worry about it, and it looks good because the zone was moving in, but the bad is that I don't get the kill for that. So you you can see here, I'm being pressured on by a player with a balloon, and I make the decision to, it's time to just jump pad out. I realized I didn't have too much health, and I realized that once I get set up in the zone, it's a lot easier to win these fights. So immediately I'm trying to set up in the zone, and this is one of the most annoying things in the game, when you get stuck underneath your ramp, and this is where this guy's pressuring me. I'm not sure how many players were around me pressuring me at this point, so I decide to box up, and this is where you'll see some good tactics coming in, and this is what I talked about. If you watch my last video, 5 build tricks and the best build tricks to practice for Season 7 on all devices, it's really, really good, because you'll see me use something like that, where I get out here and bada bing, bada boom, a couple 90-degree turns, and I immediately have look how easy that was. Just because to win this fight, all I had to do was box myself in when he was putting the pressure on me, campfire, mini heal up, and then as soon as enemies are going to get frustrated, and as soon as they stop putting the pressure on you, you saw me quick edit out there, a couple of 90s it only took, and those are fairly easy to do if you're practicing creative mode. Use the tips from my last build video. I get the height advantage on that guy, and a really easy way to win that build fight. So you can see some different tactics that I'm doing. I'm doing quick edits, I'm doing RPGs to knock people down, I'm doing 90-degree turns to get high ground, and it all comes down to that. Now at this point, I swap out the P90 for the Deagle because of the fact that I need to play that challenge. And also, the Deagle and the RPG are probably the 2 best tricks, or maybe the grapple gun as well. Those 3 are going to give you huge advantages in build fights, and there's stuff you have to watch out for. That guy earlier, I like 3 or 4 high ground levels above him, but because he has that grapple gun, he can close that gap almost instantly because of that, right? You do have a second to react. The RPG can knock down, I mean, the splash damage is ridiculous how much it knocks down builds, same with other launchers, and the Deagle is a one-shot on wood or builds that are newly built. Stuff like that. So it's super duper key for that. You'll see me use the Deagle. So far you've seen edits, you've seen getting high ground, you've seen the RPG plays, but you'll see moving into this late game, and like I said, this is, I think, an 8-kill win or something. It's not the most kills, but that's because the whole early game I was doing these searching gnomes challenges, and I had to do the chili gnomes earlier in other games, but here I'm approaching towards
But you can't do
this is one of those games.
yeah, they can't set back there. Is you how if I do it, then
have
do it.
things like that jump pad that I had earlier. Unfortunately, had to use it.
Yeah,
So now I'm
not
stuck with just some traps and different things like
talking
that.
about
Now, I
the
approach this
little
fight
bit
and I
doing
immediately see someone
it.
over there. And my first instinct is, of course, you want to get some shots in and you want to locate the enemy. So I realized these guys were just fighting. They're probably pretty weak. So I'm going to approach right here and I use a little bit of a trick here with the RPG, which I'm not sure it's been in for quite a while, where basically you can, by doing that, and by having, when they're boxed in like that, by putting it at that certain angle, I recommend looking up a tutorial doing it before you do the game, so you don't blow yourself up and mess it up. But you can actually delete their one by one, so that's another trick with the RPG. And then once again, the Deagle, they basically have no chance against the Deagle, and it's a really, really strong item in this game. Now the thing is that, I would like to carry an SMG and a Deagle, but on console where I play, it's not like PC where you can just swap to any weapon that you have or anything in your inventory instantly due to the keyboard and the key bindings, right? You have to swap by one at a time, and that's why I like running the Deagle right next to my shotgun. If I were to, example, run an SMG right next to that, the Deagle in the place way at the end, the Deagle would have to be more of a combo to use with the AR. Once again, here I approach this guy, I hit him for 78, and I immediately get high ground up on this guy, and what I'm doing here is the Deagle makes it a lot easier. I don't have to worry about editing, I don't have to worry about smashing through his builds. When I get a good chance, I just Deagle down, and I approach the enemy, and you can see here how all these things, skills as well as is giving me the advantages to win these fights, and I'm in a very good position here to win this game because of the fact that I'm top 3, 6 kills, and look at my mats. It's essentially full mats on everything.
What a building! Freaking building!
I like to do is because I've already invested 20 minutes into this game. It's already good gameplay. I know I was winning some nice build fights and gun fights. So I base up here, and this is a good way to get an advantage in build fights is establishing high ground. And talk about establishing high ground here. I'm on top of a house or a cabin, and then built up 4 levels of metal. So I'm completely established up here, and now I'm in a spot where I basically 3 people that know my strategy. I either isolate the gunfight.
Okay, this gun is like one of my favorite.
This guy's approaching me, and the AK, I don't know what it is, the purple and the gold AK, I've been pretty obsessed with those guns lately. I've been really, really enjoying them. The blue one is still sort of questionable for me, but the damage of the purple and the gold, even though they're not the most accurate, the blue, of course, is crazy, is a lot better. So you can see here, I'm tracking this guy. I know I had him weak. I'm making sure I'm staying high above him, and then when I get the chance, it's just a Deagle shotgun. Most players are not going to expect that. Most players don't double above their head with a floor and a pyramid anyway, and if they do that, simply Deagle replace, RPG. This
Oh
combo,
wait,
this
he has a
inventory that I'm running here,
96. Oh,
I'm
how you
gonna
want that?
win
He's like,
build
you
battles,
think
I'm gonna win a lot of fights. Basically, the only reason where I would die here is, of course, if you get third-party snipers or something like that. But in a one-on-one battle, it would be just be missing a shot, because going from a shotgun to a Deagle is a little bit more of a tougher task than going to a shotgun to a SMG where you can simply sprint. Right here, I realized this is the 1v1. I either speed campfire, was it 4 health or 2 health that I need there, and I'm not too concerned either in this position because of the fact that I'm up on a super-duper amazing base, and I have 2 jump pads. So my idea here was just to wait and
not
rotate
launch
over
pads,
there.
kid.
However,
Not
this guy wanted
launch
some
pads.
pressure on me, which is totally cool, but I realized I have the great spot here. First of all, mats, I have no problem. My inventory's great. And I have 2 jump pads. So I make the conscious decision at this point to just jump pad out of here, go over to the next zone, which I like to call this the early rotation. And this is why jump pads are so valuable to have late game. I used one earlier, but luckily, and you can see, look how bold that base is up there. I think it was ridiculous, and I was going to rotate to the new zone and base up. However, I realized, unless this guy has a jump pad, this is a pretty tough rotation slide down the mountain. So I might as well get some shots on him while he's doing that, and of course, I was able to finish that off and win that fight. And look, we completed the challenge to deal damage with different weapons in a single match. So thanks for watching, guys. Drop a like on this thing, subscribe if you guys new. Use my supporter creator code, the Goblin YT, in the item shop. And hopefully this video did
How does those think I do so much damage?
What is up, guys? It's the Goblin. Welcome back to another Fortnite video. This is going to be a video where I'm going to show you guys like the 5 best build moves for console, for PC, whatever. Moves that are hard to use in this game, but that are very effective. And if you're someone that wants to get better at the game, the easiest way to do it is improve your building by going into creative mode and just practicing stuff like that. So that's what we're going to cover in today's video. Some moves that from beginner to expert will help people get better at building in this game. Hope you guys will enjoy this video. If you guys
It's never died.
I very, very much appreciate that. Let's go for 2,000.
How did it? That's been killing me.
Creator, the Goblin YT. Much, much appreciated. Okay, first move obviously is going to be the 90, which is a pretty common move. Basically, all it is a 90-degree turn where there's 2 ways to do it. You can either do it like this, wall ramp, where you're not putting the floor. But I prefer to do the way with the floor, just so you get that little bit extra height, and it's easier to not miss your ramp. So to practice 90, because I know everyone's at a different pace, start it off slow if you don't know how to do it, but eventually this is something you can practice in a lobby by yourself. You should be able to figure out the 90 where you can get it going at a decent speed and keeping your momentum. Practicing this is very, very key, especially in, you're going to mess it up sometimes, everyone is, but practicing this is very, very key, especially in 2019, where building to be able to get high ground real quick is very, very important, and that's something that I think is a major, major key. So the majority of players will practice doing 90s to the right, sort of like you see me do right now.
To the right, to the right, to the right, to the right,
if you're looking up at the wrong angle. It's all about looking at the right angle and making sure your rotations are correct, you know? And that's gonna happen sometimes if you're looking too high up. On the second one, there's different problems that will happen, but eventually you want to be able to go at a nice pace. Now, most people will practice those to the right? 90-degree turns. But the thing is, you don't want to just practice, dribbling with your right hand, your dominant hand, driving to the rim with your right hand. You want to practice doing it the other way too, and that's why I recommend doing 90s to the left. Now, this is something that a lot more people won't be able to do, just because people don't spend time to practice both ways. But I definitely do think it's worth it. You can see here, I just started practicing these like a little bit ago. I honestly was not that good at doing them to the left, but you can see, it still takes some work, but I have some decent momentum going, and of course, if you're doing this over and over in creative mode, your muscle memory is going to get down to where you can do this pretty consistently, and that's another way to get really, really quick high ground, whether you're coming from the left or the right. It shouldn't matter if you can do both sides to be able to build like that, right? So that's a 90-degree turn. That is a very, very common move you want to know. The next thing is going to be, and these are moves you should know and you should be practicing in 2019, the next is going to be edit through a pyramid. So sometimes you're going to want to place a pyramid, something like this, just because, and I need to start doing this in games more often too, but just to block off the enemies, because if the enemies is coming up there and you basically place that, you can either block off the enemies from blocking you off, that's the main thing, or if you're both building, sometimes those can get in the way of their build too. So the thing with that is, placing these are very, very nice, but if you place yours, you're good because you can do a quick edit through it, right? And one edit is going to make this thing go down, whether it's on either side of it. So that's what you have to do. You can also do this with a floor, but that's basically the scenario where you're going to want to do it is where you want to block off the enemies from blocking you off, or in another case where basically you would want to, essentially that would be the way to do it, or in another case where a person's above you shooting down, you block a couple of their shots and then you build up through that, etc., etc. So that's something I would say definitely worth practicing. Basically how you want to practice this here, as you can see. that we reset, is you want to practice placing these and then just simply editing through them. You can practice it on both sides. Like I said, either side doesn't matter. It's simply editing through it. This is one that's not too hard depending on what button and combo you use for editing. But that's basically what it is. You can do this with these, like I said before too. However, I just think that the pyramids are a lot better and a lot easier to use. Now, the thing with this is great, right? But what if it's the enemy pyramid?
Has that Andra, but I'm better than him.
Now, the next thing we're going to talk about is what if this pyramid is not owned by you? So you can't just simply edit through it. If it's owned by the enemy, you're going to have to jump around it, which is a tougher move than it's kind of a little bit tougher than it looks. But once you get the hang of it, you can definitely get the timing down. And this allows you to, if an enemy is blocking you off, basically keep going and get the high ground this way, or take it and go right above the enemy like that. Something that's very, very good to do, and definitely a move that I recommend practicing and doing it over and over. It's a risky move to do, and you can mess it up sometimes, whether you're not placing the floor on time, just having timing off. But I would recommend if you can get comfortable doing this move and you're comfortable enough to do it in a game. I mean, I probably wouldn't do it in a game on a super duper high ground scenario, because you can mess it up sometimes like that, where just you have to click a bunch of stuff at once on a controller, and sometimes you can just mess it up. That's just how it goes. But if you can get comfortable doing this, it can be a very, very strong move to take high ground that most players will not even expect. Just the key, I think, is getting ready and getting that floor placed down at the right time. And once you get that floor placed down at the right timing, you are pretty much off to the races and good to go. Right there's the wrong timings. When you place the floor above, basically I placed the floor before I was in position, so I smacked my head on it. That happened once again. You can see that's a common mistake that's going to happen. But basically, if that is happening to you, you just have to identify that that's the error, and then wait longer to place your floors. You can see right there.
I guess I didn't like you could change the dolly colors or that.
That's the main problem I see people doing with this one.
You want to get down to rhythm where
you can do it quite easily. Now, the next thing is, if you're up high here in this game, you need to be able to get down quick. And a lot of people will try to get down by doing ways like, they'll drop off, do stuff like this. Like if people are up on high ground, I'll see people running down, trying to get down like this, dropping down. Okay, let's see, can I go down here? I don't know. Connect this here. Let's drop here, connect this. People will try to get down like this. Oh, no, and then we died, right? But the best way to get down from high ground is very, very, very slow. And it's a move that I've shown in multiple videos before. By the way, this is just single reinforced and then double reinforced. Builder Pro is the way to go. But if you're up high and you need to get down from somewhere, the easiest way to do it is like this. And you're basically creating a slide or a little ladder down for yourself by doing that, which is a very, very nice move to do. And you can see basically you can do it over here again. It's just a really, really good way to get down from high ground very, very quick. You can do it off of this, and you can get down from high ground. You want to catch yourself every couple of levels just so you don't take fall damage, and then you can get yourself down to low ground very, very quickly. Another tip that I would recommend doing is, I think to practice, is if you're in a 1x1, like real game scenarios, if you're in a 1x1 like this, you have to be able to rotate these ramps and protect yourself like this, because enemies are going to be, rotating around, playing different angles. This is something that I would practice doing. Just simple stuff like this. If you practice in creative mode, get you ready for the game. Simple stuff like being able to edit these, because this is usually when you're boxed in, you're going to want to keep two things between you and the enemy, and then you're going to want to boom, hit him with a shotgun shot right there or something. However, if you're boxed in on defense and you need to get out of here and the enemy's spraying at me from this side, what I would do is I would turn that, and then if the enemy takes a split second, you could hear them popping a shield, reloading or something. You just have to make a quick move, rotate to block them off, so if the enemy's there, block them off, and then immediately quickly come here, boom, boom, and take high ground like that. It's a good move to practice in the game because it's something that I don't see many people practice, but it's something
I like that
game scenario that's going to happen, where you're going to be in a tough scenario and you're going to have to edit out quick, turn around, basically block that off, and then of course get high ground. Once you get out there, the fastest way to get high ground will just be a couple of 90-degree turns, and then bada bing, bada boom, you can see you're going to have high ground over the enemy in a real game scenario. Hopefully you guys did enjoy this video. Hopefully this video is something that can help you guys out. Like I said, these are moves that I think you guys should be practicing doing and different things like that. But I also think that at the end of the day, it comes down to, people can show you the moves and stuff like that. It comes down to practicing them in creative mode, because it all is, dependent on muscle memory. And that's something that I would say is a major, major key. Get in your creative modes, practice this stuff, practice your 90-degree turns to the right, to the left, make sure they're clean. And one thing, by the way, is that it it gets a little bit bad frame rate after you've been, practicing for a while on a creative mode. So I would reset the island or do something different like that. And also practicing making sure you're doing 180s also, because you might not always have to do 90-degree turns. You may have to do some 180-degree turns also, so that's a good thing to practice. Of course, my build sensitivity is a 1.8 as of right now. My sensitivities in general, if you guys want to see, because I know people are going to ask for it, that's what I've been rocking with as of right now. I really like that. I think 1.8 is good. I was rocking 1.7 for a bit. I went up to 1.9. I found that was a little bit too quick. But yeah, definitely I think this is good to go. Hopefully these are some build moves you guys can... Oh, by the way, one more bonus move is that if you're up and say you're ramping up and you want to... The mountain's over there and I want to get up there. A lot of people would change direction, would build like this. However, this exposes you for, a little bit more, and the smarter way to do it is just by building right here, and then you can change directions a little bit quicker in the air and a little bit more protected because of that. So if you see, if we drop down here, we'll drop all the way down and we'll show you again, is that changing directions, you can actually just do something quick like that, and it's pretty smooth because you can also do that to drop down from it or different things like that. Something that I've seen a lot of, pro PC players do is placing these to change directions or to, go off of them for different reasons, but I don't see a lot of other people doing them. So that's a little tip there. Hope you guys did this video. Thanks for watching, guys. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. And for all different skill levels, some good stuff to practice. I'm out. I'll see you guys next one. Drop a like, subscribe, use my support creator, the Goblin YT, and I'm out.
Yo, what is up, guys? It's
Cause not that far, that's why. And there was a try there, and so did. Try to hide up there somehow. I hope I get a lot of XP. I need a lot of XP. Can't until I get stuck to the cat girl. My friends have the cat girls and like that. Listen, if I already had the battle pass for Christmas, I would probably gone to like 90 something. How's Cotton Pack? I don't know, how's Cotton Garden found it? Or something? No, you're not. You're gonna play it around. I keep on. I know. They got him. If I was like back, I'm like. That would have been like. Like on tier 35 on that day. No tier button. I'm not getting over this.
The Goblin, and welcome back to another Fortnite Battle Royale video. In this video, it's going to be another tips and tricks video. In this video, we're going to be talking about how to win late game and how to clutch up in a duo or a squad late game. I have a couple examples here of games where I'm either left alone or stuff like that. I'm able to clutch up the win and analyze gameplay, talk about it a little bit in today's video. Because I have talked a lot, like I've said in my last video, before my channel, a lot about solo wins and winning late game and solo. But the strategy when you're going up against duo squads, you don't really know the numbers and how many people are in each place. It's a lot different, it's a lot harder to track players, and it relies a lot more on just pure ability to outbuild and outplay. Hope you guys will enjoy this video. We're going to analyze, go through some tips and tricks, drop a like if you guys could. I would very, very much appreciate that. I just got to say, guys, the support has been absolutely crazy. Now let's go for 2,000 likes on this video. If you could smash that, that would be absolutely amazing. I want to give a big shout out to the notification squad, and also a huge shout out to everyone who's my supporter creator, the Goblin YT in the item shop. It's amazing how just entering that code in the item shop and buying your skins like you regularly do really does support the channel, and I appreciate everyone doing it. So
No, it goes the money in
So basically right here, you can see I'm in a scenario where I had my teammate knocked down there, but I knew there was like 3 or 4 enemies down there, so they were kind of using my teammate as bait for me to push down because they didn't want to build up to me. Maybe they don't have mats, maybe these guys aren't the best builders. So I decided to try to clutch this game up because of how many shields I had, so I stayed up to the high ground. The reason I dropped down here is because I hit that first guy with the deagle and then finish him off with the AR, and that's when it was my chance to rush, because I realized they're going to have to go for a revive here. I jumped down, and luckily those guys weren't the smartest players. I mean, they hit me a little bit, but I'm able to use nice deagle play, which the deagle is so damn good for breaking into builds, and I like to use it in squads over the SMG, and in some scenarios, it all depends. If I'm going full on tryhard, I end up taking the P90s, but if I'm just messing around, I end up going for the Eagle, and it just all depends. You know, if I'm going for a 1v1, if I'm going for a build fight, different stuff. You can see here, thinking, what should I bring? Because it's, of course, we are in the top 5, and I want to go with the best inventory possible. So you guys saw my strategy there, how in squads or duos, it's all about getting that first knock, and I do go with the P90, just because I realized at this point it was a 1v1, the whole team is eliminated, and at this point, I just want to drop the P90 spray combo, which is a lot more to go here. I dropped off for the grenade launcher. Carrying 4 weapons and minis is a great setup to have, especially when you're going into that last fight. So it's one of the this guy comes up, and this is the last guy, of course. I know there's 2 people here. He comes up pretty fast and furious building. There's a nice play to block me off with this pyramid. But the thing is, people that can build like that are blocking you off. They're going to always try to take high ground with me, so I don't let him do that. The second he tries to get above me, I shoot him down, and then when I'm crossing him falling down, I'm going to even higher. Now I realized I did damage to this player, so he filled up the heal, and I jumped down on him unsuspectingly, able to get that kill. That's how I was able to clutch up in that squad, just by maintaining high ground and attacking at the right moments. Here's another game where I'm playing duos with my buddy, and in this game there's 9 people left, 0 kills. I think this was just like a late night chill game, and this was another one where I get to some tough scenarios, and like I said, this is going to happen in squads and duos, and to be able to clutch these up, it is a lot about positioning, but it is pretty much comes down to and once you knock that first player, the enemies get static. Don't look at voice chat. You knock that first player, they don't want you to get healing on you.
That was my friend.
You can either thirst that kill if you want to, or you can use
that was my friend.
Especially not good position.
What the frick? Why are we getting killed by my friend? I'm my friend.
Sort of let them rush.
Frick, they get it. We all even get it.
Do in this gameplay here. Of course, this is a duo. This is a little bit of a different scenario. But once again, I'm alone in a top situation, and I have to try try to clutch this game. So when it comes down to squads, you saw earlier, basically with squads, it's about getting that first knock, going on offense, and understanding in squads it's a lot harder because you don't know after that first knock, is there one more player, or is there two more players, or is there three more players? You really don't know. And if you're getting third party squad, it's a lot more hectic. In duos, if you knock one player, in subs as well, there's one more. And in duos, it can be kind of tough because if they're a good team in duos or squads, they're just going to all rush you at once. And that's sort of how to counter a person that's left alone trying to clutch up. Here, basically, I knock his buddy, and once again, as soon as you knock his buddy,
Wire looks actually nice.
shot on me there. I missed the shot. He built for the high ground and for the campfire. At this point, I realized, okay, I knocked that first player, so I want to play offense. However, I'm going to take my time and heal up before I end up pushing this guy. I was going to pop that 50 pot. He ends up not going for the revive and ends up knocking me down instead. So it looked like he wanted to fight, which is usually the right move. I mean, we've all been in those scenarios where the teammates yelling, I'm not reviving, it's going to be so easy, but we know in our head this is probably a bait, but it's probably not going to end too well. And usually
I am so
as you can see there, basically, that guy ended up getting third party by those snipers on the other side, so I didn't end up having to beat that guy in the fight, but I still know there's those players to my right, and of course more players left in the game. I'm able to loot up a little bit here, and I believe I don't...
Oh, there's 3 people!
I think I might have had another campfire, or just because the shields too are which is really
Yeah, I can get this door.
how fast the stroke is coming. Actually, probably thinking back to it now, I really could have got that med kit off and then used my jump pad, but it ended up being not too bad because, hey, maybe I would have been stuck in the storm when I ran into these next enemies, which is what happens right here. Basically, all I'm trying to do is secure my spot in the zone, and then my next goal is going to be to try to heal here. I have the 50 pot to heal, which is going to be the main thing, and then I also do have, of course, a campfire, which is why I didn't pop the med kit, is because it's just safe. I know I'm going to a top 4 scenario. Pop this, making sure I'm in the base, making sure I'm secured. In late game, you don't want to be popping shields out in the open, and here I'm up in a scenario where there's 3 enemies, and I'm going to have to clutch this one. So 3 enemies means it's probably a solo and a duo. This guy starts building up on me, and he gets a shot on me there too. A couple of these times, these enemies are getting shots.
Need to get my shotgun.
Shots before I build. You can see there, that's what I'm trying to do. That's how you fight off multiple enemies, how you fight off, even if it's a single enemy, without taking too much damage, because you're going to face multiple enemies in the future. You can see how it's shotgun. I put up the wall, shotgun them again. That is ideally how you want to win fights in this game. It comes down to shotgun fights. And at this point in the game, it becomes pretty simple, because my mission is clear. 3 people left. I mean, it could be a 1v1v1, but you're going to tell right away pretty much if you're duo or against a 1v1, and it is you have to adapt depending on it. Of course, if it's a duo, you're gonna have to knock the player and then see how the other player responds. If it's a solo, it's you don't want to be stuck in the middle of those 2 people. I mean, you don't need, even if they're a duo, of course, you want to be the one third party if it is that. So basically, I get a good spot in the zone here, which is lucky, and I do have some jump pads too if there's need for rotation. So I quickly build up a full metal base, which is what you're going to want to do. I don't really like this as the end zone, because it's kind of, you know, the trees, people landing in the trees, build fighting the trees is not very polite. And here I have the heavy sniper, and I'm in a 1v2 scenario where I realize, okay, if I can get a knock on this player, if I can get a headshot, if I can get one of these people weak, that could be good. But both of them are peeking me with like snipers or long-range weapons, and I'm like, hey, I don't want to take my chances in a 1v2 sniper fight. I'm already not the best sniper. You know, my strengths are... That's what I was able to do. Hurt that enemy for some shots, and because of my positioning, I realize this. I have good positioning right now, but they're going to be in the zone if they move up just a little bit, and that's why you can see I'm taking these shots, but I'm ducking down real quick right after the shots, because I don't want to get hit by his buddy. As soon as I'm able to hit that player for white damage, I'm thinking about rushing, but of course, once I end up knocking the player, I'm definitely immediately jump padding, as you guys can see, and you can see this guy wasn't the smartest, and, you know, you kind of mess with him a little bit. You're actually remembering this gameplay. I stare at him for a little bit when I could have shot, just because this was a guy, you can tell from his mindset, he was going to go for the revive instead of going for the kill, which could kind of work sometimes. But if you guys saw my gameplay yesterday, you saw where at the end I ended up, you know, going for the solo clutch, which is usually the way you want to do it, because I mean, when your players are knocked, everything is just a lot easier with the bait. Here's another scenario where this was a squad, and this was with me and my buddy Slick, so it wasn't a 1v4 scenario. This is another one where it came down to late game, and in squads it's always a struggle for shields and different things like that. And the noob tube, the grenade launcher, there's certain weapons that are good for taking on multiple enemies. The sniper is good because you can get that first knock a lot easier. A grapple gun is good, so you can just outfit multiple enemies and take the high ground. If I get to take the high ground. And other items that are good are probably not the RPG is good, can see here, of course, we're able to win that first fight. And with this grenade launcher, when you have 2 people alive late game, it's a lot easier. You still want to play it safe, but when you're in a solo clutch mode, you're just going to be, basically, your teammates are going to be shouting, they're going to be telling you what to do, but stick to your gumption, go with what you know, and basically just try to play the best you can. Always know when it's time for offense and defense, and in a solo game, it's time for offense when you just get a little bit of damage in. In a squad, it's not the same. There's still 3 more that can be 200.
Yeah,
In trouble
yeah,
when you
yeah.
rush and get too aggressive. So that's something that's a little bit, rush on knocks instead of damage, especially if you're in a outnumbered fight is one thing that I would say. But, a lot of stuff does transition over, and building and making sure you are able to just shut down people when you build fight, because usually if there's 4 people in a squad, they're not all going to be the fastest builders. If you can beat, there's probably going to be 1 or 2 builders from my experience that are pretty good. You beat those 2 guys to the top, you're able to get one knock on the first one. The second tryhard's probably going to rush up there, and then the other 2 players are, usually you don't run. If you run into a squad of 4 good players, they're going to all rush you at once, and there's pretty much nothing you can do. All you can do is try your best, try to block them with builds, but 4 people spraying at you will pretty much easily win fights. That's why you'll see a lot of these streamers, really good players who play solo squads or solo duos, not just clutching up wins in the end, but going completely into the game, solo duo or solo squads. They will win a lot and take out a lot of teams, but if
I'm going to freaking try hard.
It has to be a miraculous play to win those. Hopefully you guys did enjoy. Smack a like and subscribe if you guys are new. You can click the bell to YT in the item shop, and I'll see you guys in the next one. I'm out. Peace.
Yeah. Did he forget to stop?
Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, today we have a completely original video. It's a challenge video, like I said, completely original, unique, never been done before on YouTube. Essentially, I'm going to toggle this bad boy here for a random outfit, and it's going to pick a skin. I obviously have a lot of skins. And depending on what rarity that skin is, we can only use that type of gun. Like I said, completely original. No one's ever done it before. Yeah, I don't know. It's just like, just randomly decided to do it. Like, no one posted this video on YouTube with a lot of views, and I was like, oh, maybe I should do that as well. Me? No, not me. No, but for real, I want to give a shout out to the actual person who created this challenge, my boy Alex Ace. I've tried the same Alex from yesterday's drop up. What an absolute lad. Thank you for the idea. Alright, enough talking. Let's get this party started. If you guys are going to enjoy today's video, leave us a like, below, or subscribe if you are new. Let's get right into it. Alrighty, game number 1 is a Black Knight. Oh, lovely. I love it when I get a legendary skin first game. So that's obviously going to be incredibly hard. We can only use legendary guns. Yeah, this is going to be incredibly difficult. Any gold, I'll take a silenced pistol. I'll take anything. It just needs to be gold. Dude, there's way too many chests in this town. I never land here because, I don't know, it's just so far away from all the action, and there's a player here. No gold. This is where the curse of the gold scar would pay dividends right now. It's not happening, ladies and gentlemen. It's not happening. I want to get this and then run away. Oh, it's a bush. I can use the bush though, guys. Really? You're gonna give me a bush as my gold. I could win the game with only a legendary bush. Watch me. No, 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 no. Yes, fight each other. Leave me be. I'm just one bushy boy. I thought he was dancing because he saw me, but he was actually dancing to try and bait out the other guy.
The future waits for no one, so we refuse to wait for it. We're not just pilots and engineers, we are pioneers. Today, battles are waged in
No! 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 Run! Get to the chopper! Get to the... I just needed to get to the chopper. Oh no. Oh well, there we go. But anyway. Alrighty, solid attempt. We got the legendary out of the way. Oh, for a second I thought this was legendary, but no, this one's epic. Like last game, I got a heavy shotgun straight out of the first chest. Could have done something with that. Epic, you know, you got some options. Blue and green, definitely the best. I'd say blue's probably perfect because it's, you know, a balance between guns you can use late game and guns you can get at the start of a game.
I don't want to go for this one here. I'm going to go for this one here. Okay, well I did that so he didn't get it. But we're still in trouble here. I'm going to do a little IQ play here. I'm going to go straight for over here. This one chest. And I need... Okay, well... Purple. How am I not taking a hit yet? Alright. Great job. Alright, I'm doing amazing stuff. That's what it's all about sometimes. When you're doing an RNG contest, you take a couple L's. It's part of the business. Alright, what's round number 3 gonna be? What do we got? I'm thinking a blue. Blue would be nice. Oh, okay, that's a green. It's one of my, like, uncommon skins that I bought. He's got, like, a yellow shirt. That's what, all the things that makes him different. That's fine, though. I'm down for a round where I can actually pick up guns and use them. It's gonna be great. Alrighty, Pleasant Park. Give me all the green guns. What are we looking at here? We're looking at a pump shotgun, hunter rifle, SMG, of course, and a green assault rifle. That's probably the dream lineup to get for the greens. Because obviously meds can be used across any rarity. That's not that. Otherwise, this channel would be too ridiculous. What's that case? Really? Back comments? Really? Come on, one? Maybe? Just one. A blue! And a purple. Okay, yep.
Who's watching my stream?
This is not good.
Who's watching my stream?
This game just doesn't work.
Okay, who's really watching my stream?
I find that cyber bullying.
Bro! I think I know who it is. It's just not.
Nope. Read.
This is my settings, okay?
You might have had a green on it. Really? You only had one blue weapon on you. I'm trying to like 500 IQ John Wick here. Why can't I find a gun? Oh yay! Another legendary skin! God, the Nutcracker. This guy is actually the most spookiest one of them all too. Can I go Lucky Landing? You know what? We'll go Lucky Landing. Because I feel like Lucky Landing will be lucky enough. You know? Alright, Lucky Landing. I need you to do bits for me here, buddy. I need disappoint me one more time. Oh my god, a gold gun! Oh, I can finally fight! You know, it's not the greatest, but I can actually shoot my gun. Oh my god. Okay, let's do it, Nutcracker man. He's in there still. Okay, well, I'm just gonna hope he's not a good player. So I can know you're in here, boy.
Who's watching my stream?
Goodbye. Alright, you hid for way too long there, boy. A frustrating amount of time there spent hiding. Because I actually gotta try and drop 10 kills here. And it's not easy doing that when you got people hiding like that. Oh, I didn't even realize it was just Yes, minis, let's go. Oh, really? Okay, it's fine. You can see his eyes. Come on. Accuracy. Oh no. I have no... Come on. Come on. Oh. Lucky headshots at the end there. I'm gonna bang this, and then... Actually, no. I'm gonna hit these and use the medkit when we get in. Because we're gonna be damaged anyway. I'm gonna get up to a decent amount of HP. I've got so many bandages, I couldn't care less. Because, oh wow, that's a bad one. Alright, that's a real bad one. Okay, go.
Oh!
Looking for any
just default.
drop on his B time as well.
Oh no, I'll actually take that.
Alright, we're preparing a little bit of a skirmish over here. Oh, I was getting
I'm a kitty cat. I'm a kitty cat. Wait.
What is the other guy doing? What is the other guy doing? What's he doing? You just let this guy run over me like that. Why wouldn't you fight when he was pushing? This guy saw me be a nutcracker. Why would he push the nutcracker? Nutcracker's meant to be good at the game. Alright, so I don't know what I've got here. I didn't check. I was too busy watching a YouTube video. I'm gonna drop Pleasant Park. It is Gingy. This guy is a purple. Okay, you know what? Purple, it's a little hard. I feel like I got a good drop though. Pleasant Park. Hopefully no one shows up. A lot of options here. Silenced pistols. Actually, there's really not. Because when you think about it, it's exactly the same as the gold one. There isn't a gun that is both purple and blue. I mean, there's an RPG, but yeah, this could still be a struggle street. Alright. Okay, GG here. Suits one for Lazy Bum. Oh, I can use a porta for it, boys. Hell yeah. Alright,
Wait.
please, so I can play the video game.
Let's go put forts on the
Don't
game.
forget, Lachlan, you've still got a great, useful item of a porta fort to protect yourself. Don't forget.
Where?
Come on, man. I think I'm beginning to hate this challenge. There's a default over there. I'm gonna kill him with my pickaxe. Default here too. Which one's worse?
There's another default.
This one's just as bad. See? I used the
Woo!
advantage there. Porta fort allowed me to get close. Don't worry, even if you say I can only use purple pickaxes, I'm using a purple pickaxe. So come at me. The guy had an assault rifle and didn't use it. What is with these defaults? How are they allowed to play the video game like this? The pickaxe only works with defaults. Oh yes, a purple gun! I just didn't even believe it will happen because if you persevere, you can make it happen. Let's go. I mean, there's spider coming in, but they're all gold. This guy's deaf, man. Wait, what? Who are you? Really? I don't get the kill for that? No, no. What the? Okay, I should be on 3 kills. I've got dual wheel pistols. I've got any shield in the game I can ever want. I don't understand. The guy killed all that really quickly, and then he just like died, you know? I'm like when he hit the floor, man, like I felt that. You know what I'm saying? See remnants of a fight. We're not fighting anymore though. Oh, hello. It's like a little ant. I think he saw me though. No, he didn't.
It doesn't matter. He doesn't need to see me.
Out of here. Let's go. Okay. Any purples for me? No, no purples for me. Yeah, that's pretty wonder right now. Do I switch to the scar when I get a scar? My keybinds there really badly. Alrighty, give me that rift. Only 13 other players remaining. How are we gonna try and get most of those? There's a player over here. It's a straight up. This guy is nothing. That Twitch streamer in the chat there does seem to scare me. Jeez, what is the default for this game?
Yes! Sit down, even if I didn't get the kill. Let's go!
Oh wow, there's a trap there. Well, I can't say I didn't try. Again, 10 kills. That gotta be the Twitch streamer. Dead set, that's gotta be the Twitch streamer.
1 bullet!
Well, he's gonna die. Yep. Twitch streamer got him. He must have a lot of kills. I've seen in the Twitch chat alone, he had like 5 kills. Yep. 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 Okay, what the hell? I just played through this skin, and somehow I've got it again. Legit, I don't know what the odds of that are. If my random skin's broken or something, but... Wait a second. I just realized it's only choosing between my favorite skins, which is a good ratio, to be honest. Yeah, so it turns out I had to unfavorite literally all of my skins, but that's fine, you know? There was a pretty random selection to begin with. Now the real random challenge starts, you know? Now you get to see all the skins. Alright, what do we got this round? We got the Viking. Oh, no, legendary, no! Anything but the legendary, no! I've had so many failed attempts. Oh, really? The bush again? Alright, well, you gotta work with what you got.
No, no.
Oh no, you got rid of my bush! Oh, there's no point in living anymore. Yes, I'm above you. Yes, don't worry. Okay, cool. No, I've lost again! So I got a quick glimpse on this skin. This one's like the Despacito one. He's a blue. It's actually one of the first skins I bought. It's like the red hat blue guy. So this is my first blue one. I'm hoping for, you know, a little bit of an easier attempt here. Just not like a bolt action sniping at me. So look, purple there. Like, why couldn't you give me the purples when I needed them? Oh, that's a blue. Yeah, that's a blue. I want to go in the main town. Trust me, I really do. But there is 2 blue guns here, and I am sick to death of dying without picking up a gun. So today we changed that. I think it's the scope they are. Oh no, it's one they are. Perfect. Alrighty, 2 ranges of combat. Someone trapped me on that. Oh, I didn't realize you had a gun too. I thought you didn't have a gun. Damn. I was like, oh, she's coming up to just deliver the kill to me. Great. No, she had a gun. Oh, wow. Straight ripped there, boy. I think that was her. Okay, we got shields. Okay. I'm not a massive fan of the, you know, just regular pistols, but if you're within range, this is a 4-hit kill, so, I mean, on base health, there's a pump shotgun, but we've already got one. So I'm gonna get some loaded out here. And, I'm gonna take that. You know what? I'm not gonna use it. Ooh, I want that though. Yeah, I guess I'll get rid of it. Yeah, okay. Yeah, taking the low ground is never really a good idea, but it works, so I'm not complaining. We're gonna make some flames with the I've got pretty much everything I could need.
What the?
No! What? Oh, what? Okay, I switched to the wrong weapon.
10 minutes.
That was a whole bunch of scuffed. Well, we're still alive, so there's that. I got out, accidentally pressed E again. A whole bunch of scuffed there.
Put it in my papirita. Put it in my carterleeb.
I like my setup. I really should just get the Pokemon. Alright. Let's get out of terrain here.
Put it in Puerto Rico. Singing Despacito.
Wow.
How the heck did they shoot me?
From what I've experienced myself, it's the easy thing. We're fighting until today. We're gonna get that.
How the hell did they make me do that?
Jeez. So it came out of nowhere.
How the did they make me do that? How the hell did they make me do that? How the
Gotcha. It barely sees that there. Alright. Jeez. Yeah, we'll take this.
Dang it!
What I do.
This man just killed himself. Not having good luck, it just is a really funny kills.
I nearly screwed that
What
up.
the frick?
Sweaty there. A little bit. Like I had the perfect boogie bomb there to just mess him up a little bit. And I nearly killed him. I nearly died. And we got LMG. Speaking of which, SMG. Still the other wall.
Yes! Finally! No!
It's like a red skin. Should try to get some more shield, because why not? He's still at the house isn't in. Yeah, it didn't look like the great.
Singing Despacito! No, it's like, yeah! I got a kill! Just like
I want to let everyone know that I'm here. There's someone called that. Just hit shot. I don't think I've ever had word of this. Okay, that was bad. We've been playing pretty good most of the game, apart from a few fat fingers. That was pretty bad. Still gonna loot him though. I'm surprised no one dumped it. I'm waiting for
Sing
him.
Babacito.
Sit still accuracy going. Bad, good. Oh, now we're speaking. Now we're speaking a different language. Oh, you're a metal really? Are you kidding me?
My people dance, pasito, singing if I'm in my gradacito. Hi, him in the head.
Oh my god, he landed that on a reckless time. Oh, buddy, looks like we're representing Canada here. The only problem is that Canada is purple. I don't want to do purple. Look at that, we're here in Canada. Oh, this is just taking so many attempts. The purple and the legendaries actually want me. Honestly, that's probably something I should fix, but I just get so bored of waiting in what? And then you play, and then all the people are there. That's not fun. So I'd rather just collect some stuff off, maybe kill a guy with a pickaxe, and put it up. Come back, they see it. Adding a mouse to myself here. That's like a prerequisite. Cellar looks empty. Okay, we're going straight into the cellar doors. I'm gonna need a purple, boys. A purple pistol or something. Oh, slurp juice. Close, but like, just know what we're looking for, you know?
No, blanket at the end. What could have been?
So, God's plan, please. For Canada. See, no one ever liked Canada, and that's why. There's a spawn that sometimes spawns.
No, my
And it's trash. There's a guy there. Honestly, you're on to the
singing my booties like so fast.
The dub I got go for a reset. I mean, the dub right there. I ain't doing it. You hate to see it. Oh wow, shotgun hit me for 1 damage. What a champ.
Well, you can't hear me, but you can't see me. I peed on your mama just like a kiwi.
Buddy, okay. Ooh. Canada coming in huge. We've got a P90. That's all I need to make this happen. Now I'm just gonna try and just get as kill hungry as I can. Gotcha! Oh, buddy, how's that for a cleanup? Actually. There's gonna be 4 people in town. They're purples, yeah? They're purples. Alright. Please don't tell me you'll die. There's gonna be
suppressed! What he has.
I think I saw that guy's shield pop on the right.
That's enough for not getting one though.
Skills, no! Really?
Despacito.
There's a man fight at the end there, right? Well, the good news is we got a minigun. The bad news is they both use 4 bullets. So, it's thought I had no bullets left in the P90. Alright, well, I guess I'll hold the minigun. I mean, it's not bad to have both, but we don't have enough ammo to supply both. Not gonna lie, I'm interested to find out whether or not Canada is a better pick here. Okay, I'm gonna go check this ribs over here, and at the same time check to see if anyone got the pinata. I want to save another clip.
Good.
Oh, there's a battle star here.
I'm probably go up there soon. Get it.
I was like, are these not gonna hit? Let's go! Alright, that was scuffed. That guy was decent. Alright, tell me. Yeah, there's a battle star over there. I should have claimed that, but I was too busy fighting. Wait, what? Hold up. I was gonna get a rip, but then he'd hear me and shoot me, pretty much. Yeah, that's mighty accurate there. Wait, what built structures? Oh, you're finished. Finish. Alright. Give me them small bullets, boy. Let's go. Yeah, no small bullets. That's not right. Screw you. Okay, someone who likes to miss all the shots. Do small bullets? Yes, you do. You had a lot. Damn, just like every shot there. It's like I'm missing every placement of building right now. Silence pistols, easy, leave that on the floor. Looks like you just like left the game. Minis as well? Damn, but yeah, silence pistol. Talk about silence pistol, man.
Clear that one on it. That on it, but freaking wrong.
Really? But I'll take it. Alright, we're gonna kill exactly every block.
Really?
public and let random people join. Challenge myself to get a week with fans. Might take a few attempts, but we'll do it.
Girls to my YouTube channel.
And subscribe to my YouTube channel. Hey, sorry, what are you doing, dude? Good one. Good one. I'll take quickly back here and go do a piss so someone protect me. Classic. I put C4 around Landon when he comes back and I'm scared. There you go. Ugh. Hey, I didn't die, boys. Oh, what?
260.
You fucking blew my shit up! You sneaky little shits.
What the heck? What? What? No.
I'm here.
Why? Wait.
I mean, I want to avoid, like, alright, let's go Snobby Shores. Let's avoid, like, we're not trying to get kills here, man. I don't expect that much of you. We're just trying to...
No, the reason pickers. I want the reason pickers.
That's what I'm expecting.
I'll drop you.
You'll drop me. What, like my dad? Dad. Look, let's see how good you are at Fortnite before you start roasting me.
Oh, people building 52 where?
52. But dude, with the call-outs. Oh, here he is.
Beta?
I got it.
Beta?
You got it, boys?
Yeah, I saw that.
You got it?
Oh,
Oh, my dudes! You're legends! Oh, dude, I'm being carried like a beautiful child right now.
yes, we shall carry you in our arms. Someday we'll drop you. Wait a minute, we gotta chill for you.
Oh my god, boys. I love you.
Hey, take this.
Taking it, boys.
Take this.
I'm gonna drink it out in the open because I believe in you. I need some mats, so I need you guys. Crew up. Everyone start bashing trees for me. Give me your mats. Bash trees for me. My good little slaves. I'll shout out to Bob Tip. What a legend.
Laser, you want to see something very awesome?
Yeah, man. Yeah, man, I want to see it. Oh, his orange justice thing. Oh my god. Oh my god, I'm so proud of you. Break it up. Where's the next circle going? Alright. Let's go Circle Stadium. Let's stay to the edge of this circle.
Nikki, what you do the groove champion.
Not sure what's happening here, but alright, we're gonna die if we keep doing this. But I like what you did.
Someone right here.
Where? Call outs. Location.
Wait. Amanda, get mid on the game.
He's down.
I'm the leader. Okay.
Just wait.
I'll just give you my YouTube channel, won't I, mate? My fucking dude! No, stop using it, you wasted my time. You must use it to me right now.
Okay.
Oh, my dude, I love you.
used to think I was special. Rest in peace, Ginge. Use code LASEBEAM. We're gonna try and track.
That is you do.
I'm so ready for a good old-fashioned update day where it takes hours to find it, and even when I do find it, I just die.
Be like Fortnite. Like Fortnite.
Problem is, because it's a sniper, even when I get it, I'm not going to hit any shots, I'm just going to die. Oh, time to be optimistic. First chest. We get it. Actually, I wouldn't want it. I wouldn't want it out of the first chest. That's just asking for trouble.
Bottom of some fish has got janky legs. Oh, janky fish down.
Okay, someone's laughing at me for some reason. Who are you? And why were you landing on me and emoting?
Stream sniping.
People in Broken?
Oh, they're throwing nades. Who's that?
I would know how to stop, but
I'm healing downstairs. Down! Drop! Yes, let's see it. Alright, stick me. Wow, this is so sweaty. The game is so sweaty. I'm perspiring. Alright, coming to you, bud. Pick you up, we'll go hunt for some drops.
Your Uber will be arriving shortly.
Your Uber's here.
They're off where the planes spawn.
Let's check down, dude.
hey, my bro, die.
Oh, he's never gonna get me.
Die.
Yay! Oh, nice badger! Oh, God.
Out here.
Got it. I've never hit him all the way.
Dropping on the...
There he is underneath. He's boogie bombed. You can get him.
The other one is... The other one's just... She's terrible. You can get him easily.
Oh, man,
He's trying to finish me. He's legit trying to finish me. Come to me. Yes!
He had it! And I'm gonna die! We've got the gun. There's 13 left. We can do it. Yep.
At us or no?
No. They're down there. They're rushing up on the port-a-fort.
You're kidding!
Alright, I'm just gonna create some distance. Juke's been thirsted. Let's see if I can get any cheeky angles.
That's an angle.
Get out of my game! Oh, he's dead. He's down. That's my first snipe! And he never heard it, Juke! He never heard it! He felt it! But did he hear it?
Can you run?
No. What?
But can we hide?
I have no maps!
Just drop down and run to the right. Just run. No!
I should have just fought it, dude.
Bastard, behind you!
Ah! I had it, John!
One eternity later.
I have the sniper rifle. We're now playing squads, by the way. A lot of stuff's changed. Yay! Alright, that's it. I got everything I need. Now all I have to do is hit me shots. As Dakotas would say, they talk about my snipes. They just riff to go. They're right above me. I'm gonna silently kill both of you with a sniper. You'll never expect it.
Both of them. Let me get him. They're both in the open now.
Oh, come on!
They suck.
Get your shots, ladders.
Oh, there's a burger man looking at me.
Yeah! I bet you didn't hear that coming. Gonna no-scope this guy. No-scope with the side. Just gonna stick him.
Do we just want to kill this guy?
I mean, I'll try and snipe him, but like, if we get desperate, you can just kill him.
Oh, goddamn.
You got desperate. Oh, look, I got two of them.
There's another one.
Oh, I was gonna run double. Okay. Thanks, buddy. Two of them now. I'm a menace. Silent and deadly, like a fight. I'm 12 years old. Alright, well, we got what? We got like 4 people left. I've got 1 kill with it. That's something.
They're on petrol, all 3, and they're bots. They're literally just sitting there.
I'm going for the mountain up here, though.
Please, they're probably not going to stay with you, but they will want to.
You see him?
Yeah, no.
Imagine missing it on a stationary target. Oh, I love tagging him and not getting the kill. Oh, knocked one before he got rifted.
Yeah.
Dude, one more shot and the shield will be off. Yeah, she should be on full ice. Just get a body shot. Oh, this other guy's literally right under us.
Got him. How was that? Was it like a wet, silent fart? Oh, okay.
You see it?
Wait, just drop for it? No scope it?
Yeah, go. Back. No, go. Yeah.
Oh, shit. No!
Is this the last guy on me?
Yeah, it's last guy. Give me a rocket. Slide you over.
Let me reload. Okay, ready?
Yo, I'm pretty sure this guy's in the storm right now.
Where is he?
But he's still left.
Yeah.
What?
Hit it. Wait.
What the fun?
I see you, boys!
He's over here.
Man, that would have been sick! Man, that was going to be epic, but I guess not now. See you, boys! I respect it.
3:28 a.m.
Boys and girls, we found the new silent sniper. I don't even know if I like this gun. It's not even that good. It's just weak. It's just a weaker sniper. Like, yeah, it's cool that it's silent but deadly, but like, that's only good for fart jokes. It's like, it doesn't really help you in the game. Well, let's give it one final good crack. 14 players left. I'm gonna get all.
Yeah, we got guys. Yeah.
Is it dark as well? No. Let's do it up. Ready?
Oh! Get gone. Get me that kill. Get me that kill, boys. Get me that kill. Do not let them res. Do not let them res. Get me that kill. Yeah, baby.
On me?
Yeah. Juke's getting like pushed hard here. Stay alive, Juke. Stay alive. I got him. Oh, I got my second one. Love to see it. All right, this is officially going in the video. Let's all clap. I got a kill. That means it's going in the vid. Silent but deadly farts all around, right? That's what this gun's nickname is. The fart. I just love how excited I get when I hit the most basic sniper of all time.
Wait, there's one left?
I just want that final kill. Let's go check that drop. Let me open it up. Are you serious? Are you serious? God damn it! It's three, yeah. I just wanted the final kill. Oh my.
Oopsie.
What? Drink your shield!
He tried to drink his shield, and he killed himself.
Double duos with just freshy boy. Well, there's one right there.
Oh my god.
Oh, do you have any heavy ammo? I have literally none.
Yeah, 30. Oh my god, I'm getting laser by strength.
Oh! That's what you get!
Nice.
I'm silent but deadly like the wettest fart you've ever seen. There's another one.
Way!
Holy shit. Dude, this is the holy grail. This is the holy grail. I might finally complete my 5 loadout. There's another one. We went from finding none for hours, and now I'm just cranking 4 in my inventory.
I've made sure this guy's one tap to the body.
I'm getting pushed up here.
I'll take him down now.
Go ahead, get out of my game, buddy. And that's the 5th one. I got the full inventory. Right, I've got the full inventory. Solid gold coming in clutch. I want to get the final kill with it. That's all that's left. Got the full inventory.
If I could do that, I don't for your living, bro.
Wet fart sniper, whatever I call it. I'm trying to pick someone off here. Trying to get an angle. I tagged him. All I have is these snipers.
I'm fighting this guy and he's like a bit of a sweat.
Uh-oh. Yeah, I'm fucking done. I'm done. I'm trapped. I got trapped under a tree.
No.
Carry on my legacy. Smother him with your wet fart of your own, buddy. Oh, wow, you got deleted. Well, I don't feel so bad then. Alright, whatever. I'm done. I'm never getting a final kill with this thing. The thing's such a weak piece of crap. It actually is such a weak piece of crap. I call it a wet fart because it's silent but deadly. But no, it's just silent and smelly. It's a wet fart, bro. It's a wet bloody fart. And that is my review on the new gun this week. I'm giving it a wet fart out of 10. Use code LaserBeam. Like the video. I'm gonna get hit you with a fat yeet. Alright, little gangsters. Last one of you to take your hand off this house gets to keep it. I live with my parents.
My mom's kicking me out.
I already parked my car in the driveway.
I just want a house.
I don't need this, but I'm gonna win it so they can't have it.
Dude, you should let one of them win it.
No.
Rules are simple, boys.
The last one of you to take your hand off the house or sit down loses. Before we can go too far, we need to show you guys the inside of the house. So make your way inside while keeping your hands on the wall. We're going to show the viewers the inside. So guys, what do you think of the living room?
Looks like a good place to live and room it.
This is the first room right here. Guys, come over here. This is room number 2. Oh yeah, by the way guys, Haley's one of our editors. You guys haven't really met him before, but now you have a guest appearance. This is room number 3. Wait, and then you guys have this spot over here. Your upstairs living room to oversee your downstairs. And then there's a bathroom over here. Alright, let's go back outside. That's your tour. Alright, they are now confined to these 2 strips of tape.
Somebody bring a fly so Jake can lose.
Calm down, boys.
Somebody put the hood up so Chandler can lose.
Somebody start a challenge so Chandler can quit.
Okay.
So, let's go over the rules so we're all on the same page. No sitting. Hands must stay on. You can't switch hands. One hand. This camera's recording everything. Last one of you to take it off gets to live here for 1 year, rent-free. Last one to take your hand off gets to live in this house for 1 year with no rent. This challenge is going to be a little different than other ones. We're going to screw around with you guys a lot, just so you know. One thing we're doing a little different about this challenge is we're punishing people if they lose. There's 5 of them. Whoever's last man standing wins the house. The other 4, when they quit, they're going to get hit with whipped cream in the face or we're going to egg them. Not only is the house on the line, but so is embarrassment. It should be fun. So Garrett, why do you need this house?
Well, because I like to walk around naked and have too many roommates at a time.
Why do you need this house?
So I can get away from my parents. It's time to move out of my own. I'm a butterfly.
So Jake, why do you need this house? So
It's getting really awkward for mom and dad.
Living at home.
Alright, then Jake, you better not take your hand off that house. Bailey, how about you?
I just moved here and I don't have a place to stay.
Yeah, that's true. So he literally moved down here to edit for me and does
I've been living in his apartment. So I need
So he wants to move. So Bailey wants to move out of my apartment into this house.
to this place.
Another your apartment.
Put in an a-hole and let them win. Also, reveal your hand. That's the second time I've had to warn you. Last thing, I need your phone.
Can I keep my
Thank you. Give me your phone. I'm saving your contacts.
Yeah.
Alright, Chandler, thank you for your phone. Now your phone.
I have a flip phone.
I don't order the
Okay, have your flip phone.
Hold on. Today's Thursday?
And there we go. We have all the phones. Now we have a Nerf gun. Let's shoot him.
That actually kind of hurts.
So let's see if I can hit him from across the street.
Hey, out! That is so close.
He's on the line.
We need an instant replay. Hey, where's the Did you see where I clipped the line right here? I said like that.
Okay. Can't see anything. This is, my lap is open for anyone who wants to come sit down. It's very comfy.
Give me the house now.
You don't have to do this.
Give me the house.
Yes, you do. You have to do it. Wait,